Dear family and lifelong friends, we are gathered here this evening to join Nora and Alberto Alvarez in marriage. I know that all of the family and friends that are here today share my joy and excitement to witness your marriage. We would also like to recognize Uncle Nono, Auntie Mary, Uncle Krikor and Nana, as well as Alberto's mom, Aida, and his nephew, Richie. These family members had significant influence in their lives, and though they are no longer with us in the flesh, they are most certainly here with us in spirit today. This day has been worth the wait. Having each of you here to celebrate this day was so important to Nora and Alberto that they postponed their wedding day a whole year so they could have all of you physically here to share it. And in return, we're grateful that you did. When I asked Alberto about Nora and what made her stand out to him, his face lit up in that big Alberto smile, and he said, "I wish I was more like Nora. I want to be more like her. She is the most thoughtful and loyal person I know." Early in our relationship, I was traveling for work when I found myself wanting to spend all of my free time with her. He also said, as I witnessed the devotion she has for the people she loves, I knew that she was the one. Then when we had the chance to spend time with my family, and I in turn spent time with hers, I knew I wanted to be a part of it. Nora is the most forgiving person I know, and she never holds a grudge. So when Nora and I spoke, and I asked her about Alberto, her face also lit up, and in that very matter-of-fact Nora way, the first thing she shared with me is, he brings out the best of me. He's just a good person. He gets so excited about everything. And that brings that out in me. He expresses himself with words so well. He's romantic and is always trying to make me happy. It makes him so happy to make others happy. When I brought him around my family and I was introduced to his family, I instantly loved them and him even more. He is so patient. He is a lot more easygoing than I am, and he's always willing to compromise. True love blooms when we care more about another person than we care about ourselves. That is Christ's great loving example for us. Nora and Alberto, you have pledged your love to each other in the company of your family and friends. The ring, an unbroken circle, represents unending love. As often as either of you look upon these rings, may you be reminded of this moment and the love you have promised to one another. I now pronounce you husband and wife. Alberto, you may kiss your beautiful bride.
We remain pretty close throughout our entire lives. Our paths, our careers have taken us to different places. Throughout that entire process, we always remained very close, and for a number of things. We text a lot, we do call each other. And then there was the day that he actually mentioned Nora. And I knew that she was special when he mentioned her because he was less descriptive when it came to Nora. So I was like, he must really like her. So we went up to Jersey. I forget what the occasion was, but we got to know each other in the car ride up. And that entire time was just filled with jokes and laughing, and most of it was probably towards me, but I really got to know her well. And the most important thing to me on that trip was just to see how they were together. And the most important thing to me, and I think to everybody in the room, is that they make each other happy. All in all, the most important thing is just the way they are together. And like it was said in the speeches earlier today, she brings out the best in him, and I know he brings out the best in her. So that's the most important thing. I would be remiss not to mention one special person that's not here today, and that's her mother. So our mom, we lost her about 4 years ago. And I'll tell you right now that she's up there and she's looking down, and she's very, very happy right now. I'm telling you, if she was here in this room, she would probably be embarrassing us. She's always very proud of us, and she always likes to show us off. But I know physically she's not here, but if she was here, she'd be running around just so happy, and very grateful to you, Nora. Very grateful the fact that he met you and the fact that you make him so happy. So. They're very important to her. So she would be very welcoming you into the family, but more important, very, very welcoming you and as her daughter.
I wanted to start by saying what an honor it is to be standing up here today, and to have been by Nora and Alberto's side throughout this entire process, because throughout my entire life, Nora has stood by me and guided me, and she's been my cousin by blood, but my sister by choice. So thank you for that. Nora, saying you're special is probably the biggest understatement in the world. And I don't think there are enough words to express how much I love you and how grateful I am for you and how much you mean to me. You took me to my first movie and even taught me how to drive. And when I got older, you listened to me without judgment, and you gave me advice, and you made me laugh. There has never been a time that I needed you that you weren't there. And our whole lives, I was hoping that you would find someone equally as special as you, that deserves you, and that I would be just as excited to call my adopted brother. And then came Alberto. After meeting him, it was my birthday, and I got in the car and I immediately turned to my husband, Maurice, and I said, "Oh my God, I love him." And Maurice proceeded to, as he usually does, calm me down, take a breath, like, "Gabo, you just met him, But little did he know he had just met one of his best friends too. Alberto, I think me and the rest of our family had a really great feeling about you from the start. Your kindness and your warmth and your graceful patience exude out of you. It does. And anybody that's lucky enough to meet you and to know you feels that. I couldn't have imagined a more wonderful match for my Nora. And you both make each other so happy, and it shows.